Hello friends, welcome back to our own YouTube channel Ask Your Gynecologist. I'm Dr. Sonal Parihar. Today's video is dedicated to menstrual irregularities. So this is a very common topic and most of the patients who visit a gynecologist will suffer from menstrual irregularities irrespective of their age. She might be a teenager starting at the age of 12, 13 or she might be a lady of 45, 50, 60, 65, right? Now what are the main causes of menstrual irregularities? Menstrual irregularities generally are seen, number one, at extremes of age. When a girl, she starts menstruating, her cycle is very immature. The cycle, the brain cycle, the hormone cycle which starts from the brain and triggers the hormones in the ovary and the uterus, it is very immature. Hello, have you actually seen my videos previously? Now I have made a video on that, problems arising in adolescent girls. Please go back, scroll my channel, subscribe it, then you'll actually get a nag of all the videos what all I have made so far, what all I have uploaded so far. You'll actually get to know what happens in the adolescent age, why these problems arise, right? So coming back to this, so in teenage girls, the menstrual cycle, the menstrual hormonal cycle is very immature. That is why they generally land up in anovulatory cycles. Anovulatory means they do not ovulate because the hormones are up and down. The cycles are not coming properly. The triggers of the hormones which are supposed to rise and are supposed to go down at the right time are not coming properly, because of which these girls, they generally have irregular cycles. Again, coming towards the old ladies above 40, 45, the ladies who are actually approaching menopause, they will also have the same problem, because their cycle is not immature. Obviously they've already attained maturity, but now because of the age related problems, they have fluctuations in their hormone level. Again, the cycle, the proper smoothness of the cycle which comes from the brain and triggers the ovary and the uterus, the smoothness is not there. So because the smoothness is not there, the hormones are up and down and they're haywire everywhere, right? So again, she lands up in anovulatory cycles and the menstruation becomes irregular. Coming to the second most common cause of menstrual irregularity is hormonal problem. Now we all know we have got hormones inside us. Male hormones are different, female hormones are different. These are certain chemicals which are produced inside our body and they affect our body structure, right? And they are responsible for the functioning of most of the organs in our body. Now, the female hormones, estrogen and progesterone, they are mainly responsible for the menstrual cycle, which we have already discussed in the previous video. Now, pregnancy is one condition which I would say comes number one in the hormonal scenario, because it is a condition in which the estrogen and progesterone are very high, and it is this time when the lady actually stops menstruating. But during pregnancy, it is not always there that you actually miss a period and you attain a 9 months amenorrhea. Sometimes you may even have irregular bleeding. You might not even know that you are pregnant. You might not come to know because you have scanty periods in the last month, or you might have irregular periods, and then that disturbs your menstrual cycle. You don't know exactly what is happening, and the doctor will first of all check that you're pregnant or not. So just make sure that whenever you go to the doctor, tell her the exact history. When did you miss your period? Or if you did not miss it, you had scanty periods or you've been having irregular periods, then you might be pregnant, you might be aborting, you might be having a chemical abortion. So always beware that whenever you visit a gynecologist, the gynecologist will first of all prescribe a pregnancy test to you. Whether you're married, whether you're unmarried, whether you've been ligated or not, it doesn't matter, because she really needs to check whether you're pregnant or not, because the line of treatment will definitely change if you're pregnant. The kind of treatment and the kind of investigations we will give you if you're pregnant are different than to the girls who are not pregnant, right? Have you actually checked my video on the common early symptoms, signs and symptoms of early pregnancy? If not, then go back to my videos and actually listen to that video, because then you will actually have a nag of what I'm talking about, right? So pregnancy. Second most common cause that is seen, which is actually a hormonal fluctuation in the body, which causes hormonal fluctuation, is PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease. Now we have already discussed this particular problem in the last 4 videos. I made 4 videos on that. PCOD part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. Please go through that, because then you will have an actual insight of what is PCOD and why it causes menstrual irregularities, right? So this is very common, because 1 out of every 10 lady in our country, in Asia especially, is suffering from PCOD. And generally these women will not menstruate regularly. They will generally menstruate every 3 months, 4 months or 6 months, right? Because of anovulation. They do not ovulate on time. Okay, coming to the third most common cause of hormonal fluctuations which causes menstrual irregularity is thyroid. Now thyroid again is very common because of the stressful life that we are leading these days. Most of the women are suffering from thyroid problems. Now there are two types of thyroid problems, hypo and hyper. Hypo means your thyroid is not producing enough thyroid hormones. Hyper is just the opposite. It is producing excessive thyroid hormones. Hypothyroidism is more common. It is generally corrected with just one single tablet of thyroxine, that's L-Troxin, and it has to be taken every day, empty stomach in the morning, and it generally cures all your thyroid problems. Right? Now your doctor needs to decide how much of thyroid hormone, what strength of the tablet you have to take. The size of the tablet remains the same. It can be 12.5, it can be 25, it can be 50, 75, 62.5, depends upon your thyroid hormone level. So your doctor will decide, and please do not stop the tablet without asking the doctor. Do not think that now I am okay, my thyroid test is coming back normal, I can just stop it. Please don't. It is a very important cause of menstrual irregularity. Okay, coming to the fourth cause which causes menstrual irregularity, which comes after thyroid when it comes to the common causes, is hyperprolactinemia. That is high prolactin level in your body. Prolactin is a hormone which gets secreted in your brain and then it triggers your breasts to produce milk. So its only effect in your body is to produce milk when you lactate. When you are pregnant, this hormone starts rising. Your breasts start becoming full, they become very tender because they're starting preparation for lactation. And when you start lactating, this particular hormone is very high because at that time you're actually feeding your baby. Right? Now in girls who are not pregnant, even in unmarried girls, sometimes this prolactin hormone can rise because of some disturbances in the brain. Right? Do not worry, it can easily be cured with medicines. 1 month, 2 months or 3 months, that should be enough, and the prolactin hormone is controlled with medicines. Sometimes it's very embarrassing for young girls to come and tell a doctor that I am actually producing a lot of water or watery discharge or milk from my breast. Right? So do not panic. It is because of high prolactin hormone in your body which is making your breast secrete a lot of milk and also giving you menstrual irregularity. Right? So this can easily be corrected once diagnosed. Coming to the fifth cause, which is not very common but you should actually know, is diabetes. Now diabetes is actually very common, but diabetes causing menstrual irregularity is not that common. But you should know that if diabetes is uncontrolled, it can sometimes cause menstrual irregularity. So your doctor will always check your blood sugar whenever you go with this problem. Okay. Coming to the sixth cause, which is very rare, but you should be aware of this, is premature ovarian failure. Now what does that mean? Your ovaries stop working after normally the age of 40. That is the age when you are actually approaching menopause. So it can be a long range between 40 to 55. That is the range given in the books, that this is the time period in which different ladies will have their menopause. So in the perimenopausal period, which we will be discussing in the next video, that is menopause and perimenopausal period, it is that time when your periods start becoming irregular, which I just told you that when you actually approach 40-45, at that time your menstrual cycle, the hormone cycle fluctuates and you do not ovulate regularly. So premature ovarian failure means your ovary stops producing hormones before the age of 40. So you are attaining menopause before it actually should come. That is before the age of 40. So that is premature ovarian failure, and that can lead to menstrual irregularities, and that can easily be checked with the help of hormone tests, that is blood tests. Right? So we have discussed age, we have discussed hormones. Now coming to the third common cause of menstrual irregularity is contraceptive devices. Contraceptive devices can be in the form of tablets, they can be in the form of injectables, or they can be in the form of IUCDs. Again, there was a video that I have just uploaded a couple of weeks back, that what are the common side effects of Copper T. Copper T is an IUCD, an intrauterine contraceptive device, which is actually inserted inside your uterus to prevent pregnancy. Now all these three causes, all these tablets, injections and Copper T can lead to menstrual irregularity. It is very uncommon to have irregular periods with a tablet of 21 days. Because the 21 days cycle, the tablets are designed in a way that they maintain your cycle of 28 days. 21 days you take the pill, 7 days you give a gap so that you menstruate, and then the 8th day you start with a new packet again. These pills generally are a combination of estrogen and progesterone both. So they generally do not cause menstrual irregularity unless you actually miss the tablet. Right? Coming to the second type, That is the injectable. Now the injectable contraceptives, they generally have only progesterone. They do not have estrogen. These hormones, these injections can actually cause menstrual irregularity in the form of breakthrough bleeding. Whenever you go to a doctor and demand an injection for contraception, she will give you a prick on the muscle, and that is called DMP, a hormone which acts for 3 months and prevents pregnancy. It is very effective, but it can lead to amenorrhea. Amenorrhea means you may not menstruate at all for 3 to 4 months because of this injection, or you might have little bit of spotting, bleeding, breakthrough bleeding in between. So your periods become irregular. You don't know when you're going to start bleeding. Right? Now there are certain tablets which contain only progesterone. Even these are kind of contraceptive pills, but these have to be taken daily. You do not have a 21 days cycle and then 7 days gap. These tablets can cause menstrual irregularity because your body doesn't know when to menstruate. So in between you might have a little bit of bleeding. That's breakthrough bleeding. Coming to copper T, if you can actually watch my video, the previous video, the side effects of copper T, there I have explained in detail why this causes irregularities, but it is again a very common cause to have excessive bleeding or irregular bleeding, more frequent bleeding with copper Ts as compared to ladies who do not use copper T. Right? So today we have discussed age, hormones, and thirdly contraceptive devices as the major causes of menstrual irregularities. So I think this is all for this video. Next time we are going to discuss other 4 to 5 causes of menstrual irregularities. Till then, if you have any query, you can always inbox me to my channel, Ask Your Gynecologist, and you will definitely get an answer. You can also follow me on my Instagram handle, sonal.parihar.33. Till then, take care, goodbye, and I'll be back soon with the second video. Bye.